What's up, YouTube? Counterpunch boxing. Okay, look, I got some good shit for you guys today. I mean, basically, what I do is I go around, I gather up the best of the best, the current, the breaking, the whatever, and I bring it to you. I do the work for you, so let's get it kicked off. All right, enough of cut the music, enough of that. Okay, look, Gennady Golovkin. Look, we're gonna start here. I got a lot of good stuff for you guys today. I got Gennady Golovkin, appealing to the Mexican community. Okay, and they're kissing babies, shaking hands, right? All the way to Rock'em Sock'em. He's over there at the Wall Street Journal playing Rock'em Sock'em with Canelo, which, by the way, that could be some kind of premonition, maybe. I don't know, maybe a glimpse into the future. We'll get there in a minute. And then, of course, the LA press conference. It was actually pretty good. Usually they're pretty boring, but here on this this Mexican radio show, they're asking that fucking hat, man. I mean, they're asking Golovkin. You think Canelo's going to knock you out and this, that, and the other. So they ask him that. That's the only question I can speak a little bit of Spanish, a little bit. And then he basically had a look on his face like this. But yeah, look. They're talking a lot about the knockouts. They're saying, this fight's not going 12 rounds. Now, both guys have said the fight is not going 12 rounds. Okay, let's get all that's creepy. Let's get away from that. Let's get back to the salsa dancing Golovkin. But look, they're both talking about how it's not going to go 12 rounds, and he's not going to leave it into the hands of the judges, okay? Neither one of them. And, I kind of believe that, hang on, let me take a look at something real quick. I got so many damn pictures. Shit, where to even begin? I mean, I guess we can start here, the WBC. Okay, now, we'll just start here, the WBC. The president, Mauricio Sullivan, I believe his name is, giving Gennady Golovkin, or doing some kind of basically a ceremony, with the WBC belt, the watch, which, by the way, that's a badass watch right there, the WBC watch. And that's one of my favorite belts. I know a lot of you guys out there have asked that question, what belt do I like the best? And I'd have to say probably the WBC, to be honest. I don't like the organization the best, but I like the belt the best, But, yeah, let's just run through it real quick. Now, here's the face-off right here, okay? They had Mario Lopez, hosting it, which they had my boy Tattoo, which me and him are pretty good friends, and actually that's who I talk to quite often. Many of you guys may know Tattoo. He's kind of like the hype man for Golden Boy. Like, anytime you go to a Golden Boy event, you've got Tattoo on the mic, but it's kind of weird now they got Mario Lopez up there, okay? Maybe just, I don't know, Tattoo lost his job or what, but one thing I've noticed about this is the size difference, and there's a lot of reporters that are bringing this up because Golovkin's just looking a lot bigger than Canelo to me. I mean, look at this. It looks like Canelo is looking up at him. And it's not a camera angle or nothing like that, because pretty much every picture I see, Golovkin seems to be the bigger guy. But one thing I'm noticing about Golovkin, he's kind of getting that middle-aged body, okay? And I don't mean this in a negative way. You guys know, I'm a huge Golovkin supporter, but he's just kind of he's looking like that, kind of getting that middle-aged body, a little bit of the spare tire, in the middle there, I mean, you just look at this and I don't know. We'll see. And I noticed in another picture, his arms are looking kind of thin. I'm talking about Gennady Golovkin. And I know their training camp hasn't really officially started, but I've just noticed Golovkin's, his physique is changing. And it happens. Look, when you turn 35 to 36, 37, when you're knocking on 40's door, your physique starts to change. A guy just put out a video about Mayweather, and he looks, man, Mayweather's blabby and out of shape and not looking good. And so look, let's run through these pictures real quick. But you know, it was your basic run-of-the-mill questions, but, you know, Golovkin, his English has improved dramatically. I do like that, you know, his English has gotten so much better since his, even during the Jacobs fight. And, you know, they kind of did the split screen right here, and they'd, you know, asking tough questions like, you know, are you going to knock him out? Are you going to knock him out? You know, your bread and butter questions, But I think what it's going to boil down to in the debate, you know, timing kills speed, kills timing, and then power or speed kills power, and timing kills. You know, there's a debate on what kills what. You know, speed, timing, and power. And then, you know, and I started thinking about it. You know, I always kind of felt like speed kills everything, right? Because I mean, you think about like Danny Garcia and Amir Khan, right? I mean, you know, he timed him. I mean, Khan was the quicker fighter, and Garcia timed him. So in that situation, timing beat speed. But then I can give you, you know, 100 examples to where, you know, speed beat timing. You know, look at Pacquiao Marquez in the earlier fights. You know, Pacquiao's speed beat Marquez's timing. So, you know, you could just go back and forth. But ultimately, with these two guys, I mean, that's what you have, okay? You have one guy, Canelo, I think, with speed and timing. And then you have Golovkin with power and timing. You know, so look, I mean, styles make fights. When those two worlds collide, when you have speed and timing and power and timing, who knows what's going to happen? You know, who knows what's going to happen? So, and then look, these are the kind of looks, because they were letting people ask questions, and you know, it got a little bit heated. You know, I don't think Canelo likes to be pressed with the tough questions. You know, because you know he was looking like this at times, like he seemed a little bit irritated. You know, because usually it's Tattoo up there. Tattoo's the hype man, and that's all he does, hype shit up. And then you got Mario Lopez, which, you know, I think he asked the tougher questions. So, but hang on, let me get into something here. This is kind of, they're going back and forth, you know, and Golovkin is like, you know, and look at that size difference. But Golovkin is like, yeah, you know, this is boxing. I respect boxing, and you know his same traditional things that he says, but you know, one thing I've noticed too is there is a camaraderie here. These two guys seem like they're friends. Okay, now how odd is that? You know, it's not like a Mayweather Pacquiao where there was obviously no love lost. Now, in the beginning, I truly felt that Gennady Golovkin did not like Canelo, but now I think that, you know, they've spent a little time together. To me, it seems like, you know, they're almost creating like this bond. I mean, really, because every you know, backstage video I see them in or whatever, you know, they're shaking hands and patting shoulders, and I don't want to see none of that shit on fight night. You know what I mean? I don't want to see none of that on fight night. I don't want to see no tapping gloves and you know, you okay? You no, fuck that. I want to see a war. I want to see a bloody battle. Angry, violent war. That's what I want to see on fight night. Right here, you know, they're asking him about Billy Joe Saunders. And look, I'm just bringing you guys the latest now. And don't click off yet because the good stuff's at the end. But, you know, right here, they're talking about Billy Joe Saunders. And, of course, he's like, you know, who? Who? Like, he talked right here. He's saying, who? He talks too much. You know, who the fuck is... And the girl's like, oh, well, you know, according to Billy Joe Saunders, you ducked him. And, of course, Gennady Golovkin saying, you know, well, look at his last fight with Akavov. You know, he looked like he didn't say this, but I'm paraphrasing, but, you know, he looked like a beach well in a boxing ring, okay? But right here, this might be a little bit of a premonition to what we're going to see. See, wait, real quick. Look at the arms right here. You see what I'm saying? Look, that's Gennady Golovkin's arm, okay? I mean, do you see what I'm talking about here, okay? It looks like his physique is changing a little bit. It really does. I mean, do you see the body? You know, that doesn't look like his body type to me, okay? There's just no bulk, no muscle. And like I said, I know he's not in camp or nothing like that, but I can see his body changing to where, you know, Canelo looks tucked and tight and trim and lean, you know. So it's the youth and the age. So I'm bringing this up because I think it's going to play into the fight, okay? When you have the youth prime version of Canelo and then an older version of Golovkin, because look, we all know the prime Golovkin was back in 2012, 2013. You know, so you know, they waited. They said, oh, we only waited about a year and a half, 2 years. But look, in boxing years, I mean, that's like dog years, man. That's like 7 years, 14 years. You know what I mean? Like in boxing years, a couple of years is a long ass time. And you can see the difference in Golovkin. I'm showing you right here. I mean, you look at this picture and go pull up a picture from 2012, 2013, 2014, and his body is different. I'm talking pre-camp. You know, I'm talking pre-camp, meaning if you look at him before training camp, now and then, big difference. Okay, but let's get into this. Canelo Alvarez, 49-1, 34 knockouts, and of course, Gennady Golovkin, 30. See, he doesn't look too bad here. You know, it doesn't look too bad here with the arms and everything. But you know, I don't know. Like I said, I just noticed a change in his body. Is what I'm trying to say. So here's what I think with the premonition. You know, this could be a sign of. Here, let me get this out of the way. This could be a sign of what's going to happen. Okay, they're playing Rock'em Sock'em, having a good time. By the way, I want that watch right there, that Holbolt or U-Bolt, whatever the fuck it is. They're badass. Here you go, right here. I want one. It says GGG on it, Golovkin. I'm gonna get one. But anyway, they're having fun playing Rock'em Sock'em, but they did 3. It was like a rubber match. Gennady Golovkin won the first fight, and then Canelo wins the second, and then in the third one, they both knock each other's heads off. It was a draw. So it went Golovkin, Canelo, draw, you know, and maybe we're going to see this. And there's a lot of rumors out there that, you know, oh, Golovkin's going to retire. You're like, oh, Golovkin, you know, and look, I'll show you right now. You know, look, it's going to be one of those videos, people. You got to bear with me. You got to bear with me. But a lot of people out there talking about how Golovkin's going to retire and, oh, you know, this is going to be his last fight. It's like these people will do anything, and I do mean fucking anything, to put a video on YouTube, and especially Fight Hype. They're the worst. They are the worst. Oh, yeah, here's, oh, you know, he's straight disses Billy, you know. It's like such bullshit. You know, let's see. Go down, go down. Here we go. Wow! Oh, he threw another O in there. Gennady Golovkin maybe retire after the Canelo. What? English? What? You know, so this is the kind of shit you're hearing. Okay. Now, what Golovkin said? They said, you know, could the Canelo fight be your last? Right? And he said, well, yeah, it's boxing. You never know. He said it in a general nonchalant way, like, well, it's boxing. You know, you never know. Boxing is unpredictable. Kind of, he didn't, you know, so I don't know. I mean, I highly doubt Golovkin is going to retire after Canelo. In fact, I think he's going to beat him. They're going to have a rematch. And then I think we're going to get maybe a Billy Joe Saunders down the road. Or in fact, I think Billy Joe Saunders is probably going to lose that WBO, you know, in the next year. I don't know how, but he will. I mean, just look at his last fight. So, you know, just a lot of garbage on here. You know, I mean, De La Hoya calls Dana White disrespectful, and then you got the, you know, the yeah, bruh face right there. This face right here, yeah, bruh. I mean, I don't know, dude. The state of YouTube boxing is bad. And look, you know, damn, Golovkin straight disses. You know, that's Fight Hype. They love those catchy fucking titles there. So, but, you know, fuck those people. Let's get back to the video. Okay, where the hell was I? Yeah, this is Rock'em Sock'em shit. And then, of course, you've got Juan Manuel Marquez all over, you know, ESPN Deportes, like, you know, giving his take on the fight. Now, he had a good point. He's thinking Canelo's going to throw the jab to the body and come over the top with the right, you know, just like he did with James Kirkland, because that's what Canelo does. He likes to touch the body, go to the head, you know. Now, what did we not see in Sergey Kovalev, Andre Ward? The hook. This is where Canelo, look, and you guys remember me telling you this. This is where Canelo is going to have his trouble, is that hook. Okay, and Gennady Golovkin, he's got a great jab and a great left hook, and I think that is in my opinion, I think that hook and that jab is what will eventually defeat Canelo. It'll set up the right hand, okay? It'll set up the right hand. You know, now he probably could drop him with a jab and a left hook, but I'm saying it will set up the right hand. You know, and Marquez, he said the same damn thing. You know, he thinks Golovkin, I don't have the picture here, but basically, he's talking about, you know, it's going to be hooks versus body shots going to the head. You know, hooks and jabs, body shots going to the head, that kind of thing. And again, you know, I brought it up earlier, you know, speed, timing, power, what kills what? In my personal opinion, speed kills it all, because, you know, if you can't catch them, you can't time them. can't, you know, it doesn't matter how much power you have, you all show no go if they're too quick. So in my opinion, you know, speed kills all. And who's the quicker fighter? I would say Canelo. Okay, I would say Saul Canelo Alvarez is the quicker fighter. But in this situation, this is a rare, like I said, it's a rare combination. You know, both guys, they have timing and power. And I think Golovkin has the better timing. You know, so it's that age-old argument, who's going to win. But so, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I'm going to leave it at that. I just wanted to bring you the latest and greatest Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez news. Now, I mentioned this in my other video, a Q&A, which I'm going to work on today or tonight probably. You know, if there's anyone out there who wants to run our Twitter account, please hit me up. Let me know. You know, drop it in the comments section below. I'm just looking for someone just to basically throw up a tweet every day. Nothing big. You know, if you're interested, let me know. And, you know, sub to the channel. If you want to, great. If you don't, too cool, whatever. And I'll be back with another one.